Hello there and welcome to Sister Sister on City TV. And of course, we're live on City FM as well, live across Sub-Saharan Africa on DSTV channel 363. Thank you so much for joining us yet another time. My name is Jessica and this is a relationship talk show. Yes, we talk about all the things that happen in relationships and proffer some kind of solutions, to people who are anxious to hear them. And so if you have any relationship problem, something happening in your relationship that doesn't quite add up, and you're looking for a platform where you can just, discuss it, anonymously, I think you found the right one. Now, when we come back from this short break, I'll tell you exactly how you can be part of the conversations, part of the show, and we get to meet my sisters for tonight as well. The show's brought to you by Vodafone, together we can. Talia Rice, always coming home to love, and Onga, Mama's helping hand. We'll be right back. And you're welcome back. So if you want to be part of the conversations, or maybe you have something that is bothering you, you'd like to sort of share on the show, you can send an email to jessica@cityfmonline.com, or better yet, send a WhatsApp to 054-998-6996. Don't forget to prefix it with a country code +233 if you're messaging us from outside Ghana. We know we have a huge fan base all over Africa, and we welcome you as well. Now, you can also find us on Facebook. We recently hit 40,000 followers, and we're really excited about that. There's some really exciting conversations that go on our wall. So do join us and send us a DM if you like. We don't mind DMs at all. At this point, let me introduce my sisters. On the show tonight, I've got Gail to my left and Rosina to my right. Ladies, welcome to Sister Sister.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Fabulously fantastic.
I can tell. Then you're in your favorite color.
I know, right? Anytime I'm in red, this happens, right?
Absolutely. Gail, what's going on? I see you're doing your whole headgear.
Well,
lipstick matching your top kind of thing.
Head matching the head.
Combination kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something, but it's too early.
Oh.
I want to find out what else you are matching. It's too early for that information.
Yeah, too much information, more like.
Yes.
But you're okay, are you?
I'm okay. And
Super.
I went out. I know you'd be happy to hear I went out. Actually,
finally.
twice. Yes.
Awesome.
Is it the Republic? What's it called? Is it Republic or the Republic?
In Osu?
Yes,
right. Republic.
To tell you how much,
You went to
I went
Republic?
out and I had a kokroko thing.
Okay, good for
Charlie,
you.
that thing is really deadly.
You went one day.
Yes, and then Sunday I went to Paloma.
Awesome.
Yeah, so.
No, so you're chilling. You're getting some sunshine. Finally.
Yes.
We've been trying to get her out of the house for a long time.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want to tell you.
Tell
There's
me.
a gentleman named Solomon in my office. He says he should give him a special shout out.
Hey, and your solo. Solomon, wise man.
And he's in our finance department.
Oh, then you are very
Money.
financially welcome to the show.
Thank you.
See us in chambers. Cool. Claudia is also joining us from Berlin. Claudia has been let out of lockdown and she's feeling absolutely fantastic.
Oh yes, now I have a life.
What's going on, girlfriend?
An excuse to get out.
I know, right? You look well. You look well.
Yeah.
How are things going on there?
And it's summer as well, so we have sunshine and then an excuse to get out. So it's been a good day. But mostly I was working, so I've not really had any recreational time today.
Okay. Well, all good. Thanks for joining us once again. All right, we'll jump right into our messages for the evening. First one says, hello, Jess. I've been dating this girl for barely 4 months now. In our second month, she cheated on me by sleeping with someone she claims is her ex. I found out, confronted her. She promised never to repeat such an act. She even swore on her life never to cheat on me again. Even though she had apologized, I had this feeling that she's not to be trusted. Last week, I hacked her WhatsApp messenger just to see if something fishy was going on. I know it's not cool, but I just had to. While going through her chats, I realized she had been exchanging flirtatious messages with a particular gentleman. They had even planned on meeting at a hotel for a pool party next week, Saturday. Can you imagine I had plans to go out with her that same day, but she gave me a flimsy excuse that she would want to go and see her mother? I invited her to my place that same day and asked her if she really loves me and if indeed she was not seeing anyone else. She replied in a soft tone and said, "Bae, how can I do that to you? I really love you and want to be with you." Jess, I asked her to open her chat with the guy, and immediately she fell to the ground. She started apologizing, crying. After an intense interrogation, I found out that they had been dating all this while. I told her it's over between us because I warned her after the previous incident that if she cheated again, I would never forgive her. She keeps texting me that she's sorry and I should give her one last chance to change. She keeps saying she loves me. She even came to my house yesterday with her big sister to apologize. There are a lot more not included in this write-up. I really do love this girl and have always been faithful to her. I fear for the future if we get married, and I possibly won't trust her again, even when she's telling the truth. I'm really hurt and disappointed. Sisters, what do you think I should do? Should I accept her back or let her go? Claudia, I'm coming to you first.
I think he's not even the main guy. He doesn't get the angle that he's not the main guy. He's probably the side guy, and the other boy is the main guy that he's dating. But it's always easy to say infidelity is a deal breaker until you are in the situation itself. So what I see here is a guy trying very hard to work or make a relationship with a lady who doesn't find him adequate. And in these instances, she's done it once, she's done it twice, she apologized, she went back and is still lying. So I don't understand what he wants. It should be an easy decision for him, but clearly his feelings are involved and it will take time. But I feel for the first step and considering the circumstance, it should be a deal breaker. This form of incessant and repeat cheating, and like I said, I feel he's the side piece and not the main piece. He needs to understand his worth in a relationship. You need to be with someone who completes you, someone you trust, someone who values you, someone who wouldn't look at your face and lie. And usually when people lie, they assume you're stupid, you're going to buy into the lie, and he keeps buying into the lie. And one other red flag was that he had to hack into her phone. And that even tells me they are not buddies. Because I mean, if you are dating your best friend, most people at that point even have passwords to each other's phone. So if you had to go and hack, the extra effort of hacking means there's a communication gap. There's something off in that relationship. And I really wouldn't advise him to stay. Looking at the issue, I don't know what's keeping him there. There's not much companionship because she's sharing her time between you and this other guy. There's not trust. Trust is broken. She keeps lying. So I really don't understand why he's still there. I would advise him to move on and understand that there are so many women out there for him. He would find someone who would complete him and make him feel like the man that he wants to be. There's no point wasting your life with someone who doesn't appreciate you. And this will go on. And marriage is not an answer to cheating. Marriage doesn't always change behavior. You're not going to marry her and she'll change. With the monogamy and monotony, she'll even do it more. So I would advise him to move on. Yeah.
All right. Move on, she says. Gail, what do you think?
This guy, you see, I don't think he's a side piece or anything. I don't think he's even that important here because already they've talked about two different men, right? So how can you even know if he's the side guy? Or it could be like the girl is just someone who just...
juggles men.
Yes, and you two, I'm happy you even said you are dating. Usually, I always talk about that. Dating is just, not too heavy like that. So you said dating. First 2 months, she's already cheated on you. And first 2 months, I don't know how well you know the person to already get so much into the lady that you're now talking about. I love her. And then something that scared me, said after a very intense interrogation, hey, why?
But she's cheating.
FBI, wait, intense.
But she's cheating.
Like hacking into the phone and things like what? I was just thinking of some movie plot.
maybe some 24.
Well, what is that?
Jack Bauer
What
kind
is
of
that?
stuff.
Why the guy take the thing World Cup like that? Because obviously, if first 2 months she did that, you should know, it's not serious. And you don't just get too serious when you meet people. I always say dating is just to get to know somebody. You should have been able to put your ear to the ground and just see how things go before you get too serious to say. But now, see the way you're sounding, you're all worked up, you're all so insecure, and you're driving yourself crazy. The girl is having fun. If somebody has to push you to do the things you are doing, I mean, relationships should be so. Like Claudia said something about friendship. There should be intimacy. There should be comfortability. There should be easiness. That's how it starts. You meet. It always should be nice. You hang out, go for a drink, you talk, you watch a movie, you ask questions, and then based on that, you can now feel the vibe and see how things are going. Based on, like I always say, how compatible you are. What are your standards? What are you really looking for? Because listen to what's happening here. I don't get anything serious here. You're just so focused on who is she with, who is she sleeping with, and I'm not seeing anything like you guys are even talking to even know if you even like her. You say you love her. Do you even like her? Because someone that you hardly know, you're falling so hard for her. Obviously, there's no trust.
Yeah.
This girl is obviously not also into the whole thing. I don't even think it's about whether she likes you or not. I think she's in a space where she's not even serious about anything. She's just Charlie, and then she's a good actress as well. How she, you said she fell on the floor and she was like,
crying.
Yeah. So if the guy didn't know what he knew, he would have believed her. If he didn't know that she had already gone to make plans with somebody else, he would have believed the way she was acting. But I think this is the mistake people do. If you had taken your time, just get to know her, and then you realize that first, second month, this is someone I can't trust. You just let it go.
Yeah,
just let it go. After the first 2 months, just let it go. Because trust, no matter what you say, trust is the binding whatever when it comes to a relationship or what. You have to be able to trust somebody and feel safe with the person. So if after the first thing she's sleeping with somebody else aside you, Charlie,
we moved.
Yeah, we moved. That's it. No long things.
Rosina, talk to me.
She gotta go.
The woman is just happying herself.
Yeah.
I don't even think the man is the main squeeze or the side piece, and neither are the other people that she's involved with. I think she's just in this space where she probably feels she's probably very beautiful. She can get anybody she wants to for whatever benefits she wants to get them for. And in this world, some of the most dangerous people are the ones who are, look and say, baby, how can I do that to you? See, some of the most dangerous people are the very calm ones. So those people who laugh, oh, baby,
I'll say that.
and they are usually the most dangerous ones because, you see, they try to hide, because they intentionally know what they're about.
Yeah.
So you hardly find them lose their cool. So they always keep their cool, they're always happy, they're always bubbly. And the man talking about love is because he's not able to have her. It's not about love. Men are supposed to be hunters. So maybe she's a very pretty girl. He likes what he saw. That's why he went in the first place. 2 months already, you started losing the game. Charlie, how? I be guy.
Charlie.
So I think that is the desire to win her over.
Yeah. Maybe she's out of his league. Who knows?
Yes, so the desire to win her over is what he is calling love. Because I can assure you that a girl who has cheated on you just 2 months in your relationship, okay, another 2 months, because you said just last week, so that's another 2 months, because you said barely 4 months. So if it's 2 months cheated, another 2 months cheated.
This is what he found out.
This is what he's found out. And in 4 months, you've already found out every 60 days. Charlie, come on, think about it. Every 60 days you find something out. See, you can never be happy and contented with this person.
Ever.
Even at the point in time when the person even decides, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm done with all this hunting. I'm done with all this adventure. This man is a good man and I want to stick with him. Yeah. You realize that then you will start realizing that I cannot gamble with this one. I can't trust this one. Even though the person may have been genuinely even, changed and turned a new leaf. So I think that the love he's talking about, he doesn't know what he's talking about, is the fact that he can't have her. That realization that I just can't have complete control over her is what is eating him up, and that's what he's calling love. And this is no love. This is not a relationship you should be in. If you're also in that space where you also want to hit it and go, then both of you are a perfect match.
Yeah.
But if you're not in that space and you're looking for something serious, then I think that this is not a relationship for you. Yeah. And like I always say, it's easier to break up a relationship than to break up a marriage. Yeah. And more so when the marriage has kids in it, then it becomes more complicated. So this is the time to escape, exit.
One time.
Before things start getting complicated. After all, four months, who do you even have to answer to?
Exactly.
Which friend is going to come and talk you out of it? Like serious, it's like a long-standing relationship with families intertwined. Yeah. Nah. So it's not that much of a big deal. I think that it may hurt you because of the fact that you can't get her, but get out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I can add my voices, I'm not going to say anything different from what you guys have said, but your last question is, should I accept her back or let her go? I say let
accept
her go.
Her back. But is she be with you? Let accept her back.
Let her go.
Yeah.
Let her go.
And you see, the drama, you see, I have a problem with, you see, once people start suspecting that you've done something wrong, it's good to come clean. Even if at the first instance or the first confrontation you don't come clean, let's say because of the shock, but by the time they confront you the second time, come clean. Yeah. The moment you have to wait for evidence to be shown to you before you come clean,
means that
then it means that you're only sorry that you were caught and not sorry for the action. Exactly. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that, look, is I respect people who come clean. Come clean with whatever it is that you are doing. Yes, it will still hurt. I'll still be in pain and all of that. But at the end of the day, I respect you for coming clean. Yeah. But don't pretend, oh, it's lie, it's not true. It's then after the evidence comes, then you are now lying on the floor. And you see, when that happens, then the question is that, okay, why are you sorry?
Yeah.
You got caught or for your actions?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So this lady's bad news, essentially. That's what we're saying. Let me read a couple of your messages coming through to the show. Lauren says, just let her go, provided you know what is good for you. Ladies of her caliber can't change for the better. She will cause you more pain if you don't advise yourself now. Emily says, at least she asked for a last chance. Who knows? She might change for good for the sake of her sister's intervention. People date and change the prostitute into a trusted wife. Melody says, have you ever prayed for her concerning that habit? She could be the one to open doors for you and vice versa. Royal says, my dear, put love aside and face reality. You deserve far better. Block her for your sanity's sake. The best is yet to come. Chris says, you're a weak man. You can't leave her. That's her nature. Every time there is calm, she will simply go back and you will keep hurting because you have become the victim. You can only leave her if you occupy yourself with another girl. Block her line. Ajwa says, don't accept her back. Trust is broken and it's better to move on with your life. There's so many diseases nowadays, forget about love and look elsewhere. Someone who would love, respect and care for you is out there. Prince says, there's no way a cheat will change, bro. My woman did the same to me many times and I thought she was going to change, but she didn't. I just took a bold step and let her go. I'm free now. It wasn't easy though, but still, we move. Just let her go, man. Oklu says, I wonder why people ask for advice on issues like this. If you aren't a weakling, you would have advised yourself long ago.
No, but that was a bit harsh.
I agree. See, sometimes you know what to do, but you just want confirmation.
Somebody should tell you.
No, not even that. But you see, sometimes this word love, even though we say that it's too early to fall in love. I've seen people fall in love in 2 weeks.
And
it's genuine.
Instant.
And sometimes when love is in the play, it's not like you're weakly, no. But when love is in the play, realize that your brain and your heart, for some reason, they work in opposite directions. It's like they cannot be in sync. So I think it's unfair to describe somebody who is struggling like as a weakling. But you can say that, get real or something. But a weakling, I think, is a bit of a strong word to use.
Such a person, you just tell them, yeah, because such people have never, they've never gotten to that point.
When I was growing up, all my exercise books, all the way to secondary school till I finished, a woman's dignity is her virginity. We did here.
Okay. Last message from Charles says, you don't have a problem. Please, next patient should come in. All right, we'll go for a quick commercial break. It's Sister on City TV and City FM. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Sister on City TV and City FM. Remember our WhatsApp number 054-998-6996. Your comments are welcome on any of the stories you hear on the show today. You can also send your questions to us. We'll welcome them. Message here says, hi Jess, I'm 22 years old and I'm in level 200. I'm dating a man in my church who helps me a lot. Jess, the issue is that the man is married with 3 kids. And it seems he loves his wife as well, but his actions are somewhat strange. I say this because I believe I'm not the only one he's sleeping with apart from his wife. There are 2 other ladies from the church who he sometimes spends the night with. They sometimes wash and cook for him. He doesn't pick my calls when he's with them. I don't like what I'm doing, but it's hard to stop. I'm also scared I may contract an STI since he's sleeping with others as well. How do I address this issue? Rosina. Charlie, the side chick is feeling cheated.
No, see, this... See, there are 2 things that caught me in this story. The man is in church to hunt young, innocent ladies or women who are looking for men. And some ladies go to church for these kind of things. The intention and the desperation is all over. It's like, they identify somebody who has some small money, who come and carry your Bible for you. They are doing all manner of things for you. So there are men like that who actually get into the church to prey on such women. And the fact that she's calling the other women others, you're also part of the others. And I mean, what do you mean others? You are part of the others. And the fact that she knows the various dangers in what she's doing. The fact that she makes a bold statement like she's afraid of STIs,
but it's hard to stop.
It means that she is sleeping with him unprotected. That's why she's afraid of STIs. And because she's sleeping with him unprotected, she's assuming that the other 2 ladies, if she's sleeping with them, then it means that he's also sleeping with them unprotected. And that's where the STIs are going to come in. And this is the time I wish Olivia was here to take it from the spiritual angle, because you see, you can't be in church and say that you're worshiping God using a Bible that works against or that speaks against all of these things, and you still have the conscience to go into church. You see, the level of hypocrisy is so much. You see, to him much is given, much is required. If you are in the system, you are in church, you're supposed to be spiritual, you're supposed to be somebody that people look up to as a married man in the church, with 3 kids, and you are preying on other women. This is 3. Her and the other 2 that she's suspecting. I'm thinking, are there others?
Definitely.
Probably even outside of the church. You understand? It's a sad sight it's a sad sight, It's a very, very sad sight. Then people who don't go to church, and you say that those people are evil, but those people, like Gil, every day, you lock yourself in your room, we have to beg you to step out. And then somebody will be branding this one evil because you don't go to church every Sunday. Think about it. It's a sad situation to find yourself in, but let's attack the real story. Now, lady, it's good that you know that everything is wrong with this picture. Now, why can't you leave? Is it because of money? Is it because of attention? Or is it because you think that he's good at it? If it's because of his money, what he's giving you is 0.0001%, because he can afford to make his wife comfortable and make other women comfortable and you too comfortable. And it's not that deep. Like, he's not losing much to make you happy. And that puts you in a very inferior state. Number 2, STIs. You stand a risk of contracting at one point or another. Number 3, you stand a risk of having your reputation damaged. Now, one thing about these married men that prey on women is that when they sleep with you, they don't keep it to themselves.
They have a circle of friends.
They have a circle of married friends who know that, okay, you are sleeping with a married man. So what happens is that after they finish with you, they toss you to the next one. They finish, they toss you to the next one. That's one side. Another side is that they would keep you like that. The next thing you know, you're like 50. 55. Now you want a man of your own and you don't have any because this guy has wasted your time and he's never going to leave his wife,
and he's told the whole town.
And he told the whole town that you are somebody who's with a married man. So even if a man comes to you, cry and wants to chase you after 2 weeks, somebody will drop the feel actually, hey, this girl, chairman in side chick that. Chairman is side chick that. So how is any bee going to land on a very busy do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think that there are so many things wrong with this picture that you may not even see with your naked eye. A lot of women get comfortable with the goodies. They get comfortable with their time and attention. But when you take your time and you can afford to be happy by yourself, live by yourself, do things by yourself, and make yourself happy, know how to love yourself, you realize that you don't give these things that much importance. Because these things just come to complement your life. They just come to add to who you are, not necessarily make you who you are. You understand? So I think that, look, Charlie, my dear, even the one that is 1:1, you know that you're in a relationship, cry, it's not easy. Then you want to be so intertwined with a married man that you know is having an affair with 2 other women, and you have the right to call them the others.
Yeah.
We the others. One kind of we the others.
Us.
Hey, all kind of the others. I say, oh, they know 2 different leagues. No, that be warfare. We are in the gunter.
Yeah,
we all in the gutter. So I think that, look, the earlier you get your act together for your own sake, you need to go deep into yourself. Try and really speak to yourself. Ask yourself questions: who you are, what you want in this life. In the next 5 years, how do you want your life playing out? If it's money you don't have, start strategizing how to make your own money, how to get into some form of business, how to use your existing network to probably make some small money, trading, service, and you can get into the service industry. There are so many things you can do with yourself, but this is definitely not something that's good for you.
I agree. All right, Claudia, let me bring you in. What do you think?
Or I think Rosina has said it all. There's really not much I can add. But the other part of the equation is that it's a purely economic transaction for her.
Yeah.
Because she made it clear that a man helps her with a number of things. So I see there's a need in her life that she wants to fulfill. It's more economic, and then the emotions is the addition. And I'm also of the view that no matter the relationship that you are in, you are entitled to some respect and rules. Be it legitimate or illegitimate, as a human being, you have rights when you are with people. And it's important that in such relationships, you set rules for yourselves and rules to govern the transaction, that, because I see it as purely as a transaction. Because she knows the man doesn't respect her, the man is sleeping with other people, but she's there because she needs the money. So I would approach it from the economic perspective, that how is she bettering herself to be independent from this man? Is she looking to get some money to start a business so she moves on? Because I know people who have gone on to have babies with married people because they felt respected and loved and didn't feel like they were the others. But this is someone who is clearly treating you as an other. So for starters, I don't think she has the money to move right away. So it's about setting rules. You know you can get STIs. As a woman, how do you protect yourself from having STIs in a relationship with a married man? And to me, it's even absurd that she's not even using protection, because from day one, it's between you and the wife. So it wasn't even a monogamous relationship. So why she even assumed there will be fidelity? I don't even want to think about that, because that just derails the conversation. But she needs to protect herself because it's an economic transaction for her. And when it comes to economics, the indicators for consideration are different. She needs money. So how does she find an alternative form of money? Or how does she stay with this man, get her money, and be safe? She needs to do her research. Unless she's ready to find an alternative income generating opportunity, she's forced to stay with this man. And then if I'm forced to stay with you, now I have to think about myself. So we have to set rules. I know you're never going to leave those women. So now I have to protect myself. So in sexual engagement, how do I protect myself in this economic transaction with a married man who's sleeping with other people, who doesn't respect me? It's as simple as that. So if it's condoms, whatever she wants to use, she has to protect herself. Because it's money, that's why she's there. If you tell her to leave, she won't leave. She'll just nod and go back to him. So we have to be pragmatic about this. How does she survive in this transaction? Is it like she now starts asking for money, starts racking up her savings, and then starting her business and moving on? Or find another income generating activity? Maybe it's another man or a business or whatever. But she needs to set rules in this equation and then move on when she has whatever she needs. That's my 2 cents.
All righty. Gail.
22.
Yeah.
Oh, she's only 22.
22.
Level
like
200.
You're so young. And so and if you're saying the man has got 3 kids, for you know, you could be even one of the man's kids. If I'm sure the guy could be older.
Yeah, much older.
So if it's then 22, I see you as one of his kids. Yeah.
I could have had you.
And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. So why her people?
22.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she said she's 22.
You missed that part.
Yeah.
So what's she looking for?
I don't know.
Sorry.
So and then you're saying it seems he loves his wife. Like, that's a joke. He loves his wife, yet he's doing shifting cultivation with other women. Like, today he's here, You're not shifting cultivation.
Oh,
Today he's here, and then he said he goes to spend the night with some of them. They cook and clean for him, and so it's like he has other wives, there, and so I don't know. Charlie. So. And like Claudia said,
maybe he's been going for convention.
Like Claudia said, I think it's. She said it helps her. So maybe with her education or something, I'm thinking that maybe she doesn't have any kind of help from her family or parents or something. That's what I'm thinking. But it's no excuse, because in this situation, it's not like you are the main, like you said, the side chick who is worried about other side chicks. Like, you are like an option. You are just part of the, the pawn, should I say, on his chessboard. He's just, playing with you guys. The guy has no, and he said when you call him and he's with them, he doesn't even pick your calls.
Yeah.
So the guy's some timetable type of thing, and you are taking him as your everything, and you are just an option to the guy. 22, for crying out loud. If you feel like it's something, a help you need from him, like Claudia said, why don't you start doing something? I always say pure water. When you sell pure water, you can get 100% profit, because he has 30 pieces in the bag. So even if you buy it for 4 cedis and you sell one for 20 pesos or 30 pesos, you can make a lot of money. A lot of people do that to build houses, to take care of their kids. I've seen it happen. So instead of being lazy and just be like, no, there's nobody to take care of me or to let me. And you are doing all that in the church as well.
It's hard.
So the church can help you. If you're in a church, they have welfare things they do in there. If it's help you need.
It's not all churches that use their welfare for helping.
But at least she can even try.
I feel sad for, because she's too young.
Even minus the church helping.
The guy is just using you.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. She has to sit up. She has to get out.
I think that some of these things borders on the need to fit in to society. So it's possible that she's not like a depraved child or anything.
I'm thinking.
But it's just that she needs to step up. So she needs to have the latest iPhone. She needs to have like the latest outfit. She needs to wear like a designer shoe. She needs to have some special kind of hair. Because you see, I don't think that because if she was depraved, she would probably say things like, "Oh, he helps in my school fees, and without him, I couldn't have complete." No.
Yeah.
It's nothing very important. He says he sorts her out. So my thing is that at 22, I think she's just biting more than she can chew. She's already put herself on a certain lifestyle scale, and in order to maintain it, she needs to do this, and she needs to be comfortable with this man, being with other people, so that she can maintain this lifestyle.
But listen to how she's talking. Your mental whatever is all over the place.
No, it's a need to fit in.
She's saying she knows what she's doing is wrong.
Yeah. No,
you're worried about diseases and you're still there.
See, there's serious pressure when it comes to peer pressure on campus, especially on tertiary campuses. You understand? It takes a very strong mind. Yeah. Because you see, from GSS from primary all the way to secondary school, especially in Ghana, everybody's sort of sheltered.
Yeah.
And there are boundaries, there are places you can go, cannot go, and suddenly you hit tertiary, and it's like the whole world is out there. So you know that there's freedom. So a lot of people who've lived so when they get to that open space, they tend to explore. And in the midst of exploration, they feel, oh, now I can go anywhere I want to go. I can use a phone. Look, secondary schools, they don't allow them to use phones. So you get to uni and you can use a phone. Really? I'm not going to use the 3310. What happened to the iPhone 15X that's coming out next week? You know what I mean? So I'm like, everything is like, there's so much pressure to fit in, to live the life now. And sometimes you see other people who are coming from very affluent homes, or who also have sugar daddies who can do some of these things for them big. And these are people you sit in the same class with. These are people that you share the same room with or the same hostel with. So when you watch them and they are doing these things, as human as you are, your material antennas, they're like, Charlie, I can also have some. I'm even prettier than this girl. If this girl can get ABC, why can't I?
Yeah.
So I think that it's not, the man is not even fulfilling her needs. The man is fulfilling her wants.
All right, so for me, all I see is the fact that you said you don't like what you're doing. right?
So
Get out.
It means that you know that there's a problem. You know that you deserve a lot more. Okay, you're in level 200. Trust me, you're 22 years old. You have not seen anything. You have no clue the amount of potential you have if you just put your mind to it. You don't need to sleep with a married man to get to what you want in life. You can use these. That's why you're in school. Okay, so don't just go to school, show up at lectures just for, like, actually pay attention to what's happening, and you'll be surprised just how far you can go when you decide to invest in yourself, in your education. Okay, so young lady, Charlie, this married man, I know it's hard as you say it is, let him go. Your life is worth more than that. You said you know you can get an STI, so why are you still there? You know, and respect his wife. He's married, for crying out loud. Don't believe their stories. Oh, we're having problems. We'll be, oh boy, it ain't lie. So, Charlie, flee. If you know what's good for you, flee. That's it. Okay, and yeah, we want to know about this story. Message me again with updates. Okay, all right. Well, it's Sister on City TV and City FM. I'll go for my next message. It says, hi sisters, I've been dating a guy for 5 months, and he always calls me with a private number. Up until now, I don't have his contact, but I have his WhatsApp number, which is not an active calling number. He says I shouldn't call him, but he will always do the calling. Please, I need your advice on this issue. Gail, please give her advice. Give her advice.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah, like,
when I read it, my mouth is open like a fish.
I just laugh. Like, you know, this one day is not even advice.
no, she needs advice, please.
No, Charlie, no. I mean, like, no.
Booty call.
It's
She needs.
he has to go. That's all. I don't know what else to say because
She's a side chick.
you can't.
No,
that means
she's not a side chick.
No.
Yes, there's somebody else in the picture.
No, she's not a side chick. She's a booty call. A side
That's
chick is more
like
graceful.
more-
Side chick, it means that you have access to the man. You
know,
can call
right,
the man,
yeah.
but just that you're not the main squeeze. At least when
you
you
don't
need
have
some,
any-
when you need some
yeah.
affection, you can get it. You know, but this one
You can't even reach the
you
guy.
can't reach the guy. You're a booty call.
You can't reach him.
But when the guy wants to reach you, he uses
He's
a
in
private number
control
and
over
call you.
everything, and he will call you whenever he likes.
You don't know where
and
he
you're just
lives. You
there.
don't know his number.
Can you imagine?
Number. So you have a WhatsApp call.
Which can't get through.
We can get through.
Yeah, you've
so
been restricted,
So he
so-
has a no. They're,
There's some WhatsApp shit.
don't remind me. Don't remind me, please. Don't say so. That's my
before,
WhatsApp number. Nobody can call
yeah,
me.
there are
It's
some
my
numbers
own,
like that,
No,
yeah.
not some numbers. There are people who
They do that.
It's a proper line, but they put it on WhatsApp
Yeah.
and they just turn the main phone off.
Yeah,
So they have
yeah.
another calling line in the phone, and then they have their WhatsApp number. So everybody knows their WhatsApp number is like their shower number. Anybody can. But when you send a message to him, he doesn't respond. If he responds, you wouldn't even know the number to even know how to reach.
number.
Yeah, so you call with a private number.
I'm
Look,
even
my
scared
girl.
for her. Is she not scared?
Oh, it wasn't my turn, right?
No.
Yeah, but it's a booty call.
It's a no, I agree. I changed
It's
my
a
mind.
booty call. You see, a side piece is like maybe the guy is cheating on a main girl and likes your
emotions
time,
this
some
side.
emotions, some intimacy. But this one is so disrespectful. This is like a glorified.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Call girl.
So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, when I need you, I'll call you. We'll come. So hold on, you don't have his number. Or their number.
WhatsApp number.
They via Jomovilo.
Okay, you lost me there.
I mean,
Me too.
sorry. I mean, okay, Chifu.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Usually, I try not to be very judgmental and very harsh with my comments. But anybody who puts you in a space where you can't reach out to
reach
them,
the person.
you can't even talk to
They
them
will
when you
call
have
you.
to, then it means that the person doesn't even regard you.
Oh, she said they've been
Are you
dating
dating?
for
So is it
5 months.
so hold on.
Is
So,
it long distance or does she see him and meet
it's,
him and
no,
have
it's not
sex
long
with
distance. So
him?
say if you say they are dating, so the dating is one-sided.
That's what she thinks. She
and it's
wants to use the
dependent
word
on
dating.
him.
Yes. So they're
And
not
you don't
dating.
even have any way of reaching out to him.
You are
So
dating
let's
yourself.
assume you are
Yeah.
dating somebody and you make a mistake. You put him on your documents next of kin. Hello, somebody to call in case of an emergency. Or even you yourself, you have an emergency, you need to reach out to your other half or the other person that you think you are dating. How do you reach out to him?
No, I bet she's not the other half.
No, but see, that in her mind, that's what she's thinking. Usually, like I said, I try not to be judgmental, but when it comes to issues of love, you don't know how it's hitting people, so you need to be very careful. But the fact that you can't reach out to him, it's not even a friendship. It's not even an acquaintance. Because I have so many phones of numbers of people that I don't even remember them. When they call me, they have to remind me, oh, I met you there. But I have their numbers. And somebody I'm sure you have boned. Sorry for using that word, but you've boned.
More polite.
Yeah, you've and then you don't have his number.
5 months.
So let's assume something has happened right now. Let's say you have an STI or something, and they say, okay, bring the one that is Ole. Oh, I mean, it's so heartbreaking.
This is so funny. Claudia, talk to me.
I'm heartbroken.
I know.
Rosina is on fire.
Chale.
No, I'm heartbroken. I'm hardly ever this, like, overly, but I'm so heartbroken. See, these are young girls, and she didn't mention her age, but I'm sure when we go down, it should be a young lady. So much potential. Probably very pretty. I'm sure there are young men who are just trying to treat her right, but she sees the... Maybe it's a private number flex. Hey, private number is my boy. That's a private number. Hey, try me. Hey,
even the Momo fraudsters use private numbers.
Yeah.
Claudia, talk to us.
It's simple. She needs a course in self-love. I'll pay for the course. We need to enroll her.
That's all.
For her to learn some basic tenets of dignity, maintaining your dignity when you're in a relationship, maintaining your brains and dignity when you claim to be in love. Like, this is barest minimum. What's keeping her there? Is it that she has nobody? I'm at a loss.
Okay.
I will pay for the self-love courses. I tell her I'll pay. Because whatever we say is going to be in vain. She needs expert advice, psychological training and grooming. Because this is someone who I feel doesn't respect herself. Because if you respect yourself, you don't accept that sort of treatment from a man.
Yeah.
A man that you've just met. For how many months, how many days, and you've accepted this because from what she's saying, it's become the norm, the practice. So she's accepted it, and the man assumes she's also accepted it, and he's also doing it. And usually men test you. When they meet you, they test your standards. They test what you accept. So they try things with you. And once you accept it, they lay back and then they just go with the flow. So it's her.
Yeah.
She's the source of the problem. I don't even want to talk about the man and what he does. I'm more focused on her as a person and what she needs and what she needs to do for herself.
Yeah.
I'll pay for the self-love practice. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be a little mischievous. If you have a picture of this guy, put him on your Facebook or your WhatsApp DP or status and wait for comments. That's all I'll say.
I'm sure she even met him on social media, crowd.
Yeah, no, just
maybe,
put him
I'm
there.
sure maybe the other people who come and say, hey, this
they
guy...
go drop him filler for you,
One time, yeah.
Till I tried that thing recently.
Really?
I swear. You will talk about that later. Hey, Rosina, ni buy a bad one.
Fila no get legs.
Filler no get. Hey, we'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sister on City TV and City FM. I don't know if you heard what she said. Some people are bad. It's true, actually. We've been having a laugh during the commercial, but let me see if I can squeeze in at least one last message. So it says, "Hi sisters, there is this guy I really like. He finally proposed last week, but I don't think we can be together because of our zodiac signs. They are incompatible. I'm really in love with this guy, but I'm scared of experiencing yet another heartbreak. What should I do?" Gil, do you believe in zodiac signs?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I read about it, but I don't bring it into like, personal stuff. So, but she say, well, when she met him when?
No, she says he finally proposed last week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they've been together for a while, but their zodiac signs don't match.
But you like him? Are you compatible?
The zodiac says,
If you are compatible, if he has your standards, if he understands your love language, everything is going on well. What does the zodiac sign got to do with anything? I don't get it. I mean, like, unless you're looking for an excuse to get out. If that's the case, then get out then. But I mean, okay. I mean, I have nothing else to add to it. But
do you believe
my mouth is itching. Okay, so I think today I'm on fire.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm
sis.
sorry, but
go for it.
Okay, so zodiac signs, I used to believe in them, and I still believe in them to a certain extent. So there are chances that I'll see the way you behave and I'll go like, you look like a Taurus. And most of the time, 85-90%, I'll be right. Now, the essence of zodiac signs is just a study. They've studied people who've been born in a particular over time, and they've realized these are similar character traits. Now, the fact that there are similar character traits doesn't mean that there are no deviations. There could be deviations, one. And two, it may be an opportunity to now understand and know how to work with the flaws. Because no zodiac sign has 100% terrible or 100%, good. So maybe it's just a sign. Okay, people who are Tauruses are like this. Me like this, I'm a Scorpio, and I'm a very typical Scorpio. But it doesn't mean that I'm still a flirt. Now that I'm married, sometimes. Yeah, but
we didn't hear that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you still, but I consider myself a typical Scorpio, you understand? In terms of the way I look at things, my easiness, I'm looking at certain things, and the other side, sometimes you're in-depth, the way you're able to analyze certain things and all that. But in the same vein, some of the horrible things that are attributed to Scorpios under normal circumstances, now that you know, it's an opportunity. If you agree with them, there's an opportunity for you to work with them. So this is the thing. And now with this CSs and planned babies, I'm wondering whether the zodiac sign that you come out is actually your zodiac sign.
I know, right?
Because I can decide whether the child is coming this week or next 2 weeks. So I'm thinking that there may be a lot of dilution in the system these days. So because somebody born on 23rd, 24th, you are of two separate zodiac signs of my month of birth anyway. I'm born on 24th October, so please start saving from my birthday. So I think that now my question is that when you started dating and you knew his birthday, why did you carry on to proposal before you realized that zodiac sign will be a problem? You see, sometimes now let me get serious. Sometimes people use some of these things as an excuse.
That's exactly
when they want to get out. Yeah, I think that's it. Because the zodiac sign isn't the problem.
And with the signs and things, everybody can fit in.
Like she said, he finally proposed.
Yes.
The word finally means that it's something that's been tabled, or maybe she was even pushing. The guy was probably reluctant.
Right.
So the guy has finally done it.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you remember Zodiac. Oh, wait, just Zodiac.
I'm curious to hear Claudia's opinion on this Zodiac thing. Do you believe in Zodiacs? Like the Zodiac sign?
I don't, but I treat it like people treat their religion. Okay. So when it comes to divination, you don't even try to rationalize the way people view things and people see things. So this is someone who has a firm belief. It's like a prophet telling you this man that you are going to marry, and he will leave you. You can't challenge a person on that. So you can just say that although she believes in the zodiac signs, I believe it's just a projection. And a projection is a projection. You treat it as such. Projection is supposed to help future planning. So you are lucky to have found out, okay, this person that has proposed to me has these flaws. How do I overcome these flaws? Is this something that I can work with? I think that's a more pragmatic way for her to approach it, because she's not going to do away with the zodiac signs. But I feel she can actually use it to her advantage to see where the flaws are, where she can complement him in that way. But aside that, it's just a prediction, and a prediction is a prediction. It's supposed to help with future planning. So now you have the information. I wouldn't walk away if there's chemistry, if he's responsible, if he's respectful, he treats me right. I see myself having a future with him. I don't think zodiac sign should be a deciding factor. Actually, it should be a reinforcing factor where I get more information to actually plan my life with this person who has just proposed to me. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I agree with you, Claudia. I feel like what you have got is a heads up. Especially if you do believe in this. So it's like, this is what the guy is going to be like. So straight away, you can even weigh the pros and cons, I don't know why you are hesitant now. Is it because maybe for you the cons are more than the pros? If that's the case, then obviously it's not a relationship you should go into. But then again, maybe you should give him the benefit of the doubt. You're saying he finally proposed, like you've been waiting for it, right? Yeah. So he's done it, just, and proposal doesn't mean marriage right away, does it? Like, No. Exactly. So
even the day before, anything.
Thank you. So
even on the day before the day, I do vows.
It's entirely up to you, really. Anyway, we'll end the show here. It's been good. Yeah. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed yourself as well. Yeah. If you have, please join us same time next week. But I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Talia Rice, always coming home to love, Vodafone, Together We Can, and Onga, Mama's Helping Hand. Do the sound. Do the sound.
I'm shy.
Do it. Go on.
I did it off camera, but not now.
Anyway, thanks for watching and catch us same time next week. Bye-bye for now.